Now, we are going to see about the difference between fundamental rights and directive principle of state policy. Here, directive principle of differences between fundamental rights and the directive principle of state policy. First one is this fundamental rights we derived from, already I told you, it is derived from USA, the country USA. Understand, the directive principle of state policy, it is derived from the country Ireland. Directive principle of state policy we derived from Ireland. Understand? And the second one, the government cannot take away these rights. The government cannot take away. The government cannot take away the fundamental rights, and there are the government can instruct in directive principle of state policy the government can instruct, the instructions will given by the government. And the third difference is these are enforceable by a court of law. Enforceable by court of law. These are not enforceable by a court of law, not enforceable. And the fourth one, these have legal sanctions. Legal na enna sattapadin solromla adha, legal sanctions. The fundamental rights have legal sanctions, and the directive principle of state policy is only having the moral and political sanctions. Political sanctions. And the last one, they are having the political democracy. They are having the rights in political democracy. And here, the fifth one, they are having the principles of social and economic democracy. Have you understand, children? So these are the differences between fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. One by one we'll see again. Here it is derived, the fundamental rights, they are inspired by leaders, and it is derived from the country of USA. And the directive principle of state policy, it is derived from the country of Ireland. Okay. And then the next one, it cannot take away, the government cannot take away the fundamental rights. Here the government can give some instructions to the people. And in the third point is, it is enforceable by the court. In this directive principle, it is not enforceable by the court. And the fourth point is, this fundamental rights, they are giving the legal sanctions to the people. But directive principles, they are giving moral and political sanctions to the people. Okay. And the fifth point is, this fundamental rights, they are having the political democracy, and in directive principles, they are having the principles of social and economic democracy. Have you understand, children? They will ask you in the paragraph answer, what are the difference between fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. For that you have to write like this. Tabular column போட்டு இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க explain பண்ணணும். Okay, yeah? Then We'll see the next one. Next one, we'll pass on to what is directive principle. What are called as the directive principle of state policy? This directive principle of state policy, they are having the article from 30 to 51. In the constitution, article 30 to 51, we have the 36 to 51, we have the fundamental directive principle of state policy. Here there are three broad categories. Three categories in the directive principle of state policy. They are, one is socialistic, then the next one is Gandhian, and the third one is category is socialistic, Gandhian and liberal intellectual. Liberal intellectual. So these are the three broad categories of this directive principles of state policy. Here children listen, this state policy is actually, it was started for the welfare of the people only. State policy nale, state nale yaru? People. Understand? Those who are living in the country. Country no solala, state no solala. So it is only for the welfare of the people. Understand? So they are called as state policy. Understand? So adanal Dr. Ambedkar, he is describing the state policy as the novel features. Novel features. This fundamental rights of state policy is described as the novel features by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay. Next we'll see the what are the fundamental duties of a citizen. Understand? First we saw the fundamental rights to the people which is given by the government. Now what are the duties? இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு ரைட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தோம். ஓகே, now fundamental, what are the fundamental duties? This is very important children. We have the fundamental rights we saw already. There are 6 fundamental rights. Right to equality, we can follow. We are having the right to freedom of speech. We can follow the right to constitutional, we follow any education, then right against exploitation. All the 6 fundamental rights we have. We can proudly, we can say, நம்ம கவர்மெண்ட் எங்களுக்கு இந்த ரைட்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுத்துருக்கு, நாங்கள் இதெல்லாம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணக்கூடாதா, நாங்கள் இதெல்லாம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவோம். அஃப்கோர்ஸ், ஓகே, we are having the rights, of course, but we are having the duties also to do to the country. நம்மளுக்கு ரைட்ஸ் இருக்கிற மாதிரி கண்ட்ரிக்கு நம்ம என்ன டியூட்டி எல்லாம் செய்யணும், அதுதான் நம்ம now we are going to see. Understand? This fundamental rights are derived from the constitution of USA. அமெரிக்காவோட கான்ஸ்டியூஷன்லேருந்து நம்ம எடுத்தோன்னு பார்த்தோம். திஸ் ஃபண்டமெண்டல் டியூட்டிஸ் ஆர் டிரைவ்டு ஃப்ரம் த கண்ட்ரி ஆஃப் USSR. இது எதுலேருந்து நம்ம எடுத்திருக்கோம்? ஃப்ரம் USSR. அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? அண்ட் there are 10 fundamental duties are there. One by one we'll see. First we have to abide the rights and the rules of constitution. we have to abide. Abide na enna? We have to follow. Correctly we have to follow. நம்ம கீழ்ப்படிஞ்சு இருக்கணும். We have to obey. Abide in the sense we have to obey the rules of the constitution. We should give respect to our national flag, to national anthem, to the national leaders, to national festivals, all the national integration. இதுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் we have to abide. அதெல்லாம் அதுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் நம்ம obey பண்ணணும். We have to give our respect to the constitution. That is our first fundamental duty. And second fundamental duty is to cherish and to follow the noble ideals. We have to cherish and should follow the noble ideals of the constitution. Constitution la என்னெல்லாம் ideals important சொல்லியிருக்காங்களோ that we have to follow that. First என்ன பார்த்தோம், obey பண்ணணும். அடுத்தது நம்ம எல்லா இதும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும், ஆல் த ரூல்ஸ் அண்ட் ரெகுலேஷன்ஸ். அண்ட் த தேர்ட் ஒன், we have to protect a sovereignty. Protect a sovereignty and unity. We have to protect a sovereignty and unity of a country. Understand? And the fourth one, we have to defend our country. டிஃபெண்ட் பண்ணுன்றதுனா என்ன? பாதுகாக்கணும். நம்ம கண்ட்ரிக்காக நம்ம உழைக்கணும். இப்போ சப்போஸ் எனி வார் இட் அக்கர்ட் அப்படின்னா நம்ம வீட்டிலேருந்து நம்ம சோல்ஜர்ஸ் நம்ம ஆளுங்க யாராவது போகணும் நாட்டுக்காக. we have to என்ன defend our country. And the fifth one, we have to promote harmony. We have to promote and harmony and brotherhood. brotherhoodனா என்ன? சகோதரத்துவம் சொல்கிறோம்ல. அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒருத்தர் நம்ம அன்பாக இருக்கணும். அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? தட் இஸ் we have to promote harmony and brotherhood. And we have to preserve the heritage. Preserve the heritage. Heritage. Preserve. What is preserve? பாதுகாக்கிறது. We have to preserve the heritage and the monuments. நிறைய historical many monuments are there. Understand? நினைவு சின்னங்கள் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம்ல, அதெல்லாம் நம்ம எப்படி இருக்கணும்? பாதுகாக்கணும். அப்போ தான் வருங்கால in future generation they will see. இப்போ தாஜ்மஹால்னும் போது நமக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும், that great தாஜ்மஹால், one of the wonders of the world. It was built by the great Shah Jahan, the Mughal king, on behalf of her wife, this Mumtaz. அவங்களோட அன்பு செலுத்துறதுக்காக he built this தாஜ்மஹால். அதெல்லாம் நம்ம பார்க்குறோம். நம்ம இப்போ பார்த்துட்ருக்குறோம் தாஜ்மஹால் நம்ம பார்த்துருக்கோம். நம்மளோட ஃப்யூச்சர் ஜென்ரேஷன் தாஜ்மஹாலை பார்க்கணும்ல. ஸோ we have to preserve that buildings. Many monuments are there like that Qutb Minar. In Tamil Nadu also Brahadiswara temple, many temples are there. This Madurai Meenakshi temple and many churches are there. Understand? Many mosques are there. இதெல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம they are the monuments of our country. So we have to preserve the heritage and the monuments. And the seventh one is we have to improve the natural environment. What are called as natural environment? The lakes, the rivers, understand? The forest, the natural vegetation, the soil, all are called as natural resources. Understand? So we have to improve the natural environment. We should not destroy it. அதனால தான் டிஃபாரஸ்டேஷன் பண்ண வேண்டாம், அஃபாரஸ்டேஷன் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. மரங்களை வளர்ப்போம். ஏன் சொல்கிறாங்க? நம்ம காட்டை அழிக்கக்கூடாது. we should not do deforestation. அதான் improve the natural environment. And the eighth one is we have to develop a scientific temper humanism. We have to develop humanism. We should not follow any terrorism. சும்மா அந்த தீவிரவாதத்தை வளர்க்குறது, சண்டை போடுறது, அதெல்லாம் we should not follow. We have to improve, we have to develop humanism. That is one of the duty of a country, understand, of the people. And the ninth one is we have to safeguard. We have to safeguard public property. Street light எல்லாம் அடைக்கலாமா, ஸ்ட்ரீட்டில் இருக்கிற டேப் எல்லாம் அடைக்கலாமா, that and all we should not do. Okay, we have to safeguard the public property. It is one of our duty, fundamental duty of the citizens. Understand? And the last one is we have the to strive to develop the excellence of the, what we can say, in all spheres. Science and technology வளர்றதுக்கு whatever the steps we can do, that we should follow. Understand? We have to strive all the spheres. And apart from this 10 fundamental duties, another important duty one add பண்ணியிருக்கிறாங்க எக்ஸ்ட்ராவா. அது என்னென்னா, from 6 to 14 years education is compulsory to the children. This is very important. உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் கொடுக்கணும்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க கவர்மெண்ட்டே. இட் இஸ் த ஃபண்டமெண்டல் டியூட்டி டு த பேரண்ட்ஸ். அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? ஸோ ஃப்ரம் 6 to 14 years the education should given to all. So it is also one of the fundamental duties for the citizens. Okay, have you understand, children? So these are the 10 fundamental duties. Apart from that, one more duty they added, that is 6 to 14 years all the children should get education. These are all the fundamental duties of a citizen. Okay, then next we will see the relations between the center and the state. Have you all understand the fundamental duties, children? Again I'll explain you. It is derived from USSR. நம்ம USSR country இருக்குல்ல, ரஷ்யா, அந்த கண்ட்ரியிலேருந்து தான் அவங்களோட கண்ட்ரியோட கான்ஸ்டியூஷன் பார்த்து நம்ம ஓகே இது வெல் அண்ட் குட் அப்படின்றதுனால we follow the duties. And first one is the duties are abide the rules of the constitution, rules and regulations of the constitution. We have to give respect to the national flag, national anthem. Then what are all the Vande Mataram, that and all we are saying, no? For all the national emblem we have to give respect. All the national festival nama respect பண்ணனும். Again we have to follow the noble idols. What are the rules and regulations the government should give us? We have to follow that. Ada cherish, ada follow பண்ணனும், fresh up பண்ணனும். Then third one is we have to protect the sovereignty and unity of the country. Sovereignty ன்றது நம்ம நாட்டுக்குன்னு ஒரு பெருமை இருக்கு. அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? அந்த பெருமையை அதை நம்ம பாதுகாக்கணும், அதை நம்ம இழந்துடக்கூடாது. ஓகே, அண்ட் த ஃபோர்த் ஒன் we have to defend our country. டிஃபெண்ட் என்ன? ஆர்மி, நேவி, ஏர்ஃபோர்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் இருக்குது. தென் மிலிட்ரி இருக்குது, போலீஸ் இருக்காங்க, டிபார்ட்மெண்ட், போலீஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட். ஸோ அதுக்கு கூட நம்ம சேர்ந்து we have to defend our country. Then promote a harmony and brotherhood. சகோதரத்துவம் சொல்கிறோம்ல, that is called a brotherhood. ஸோ தீவிரவாதம், டெரரிசம் இதெல்லாத்தையும் நம்ம எடுத்துகிட்டு we have to promote brotherhood and harmony. The next one, preserve the heritage. We have the cultural, a great heritage. நமக்குன்னு ஒரு பண்பாடு, நமக்குன்னு ஒரு பாரம்பரியம். இந்தியன்ஸ்னால் இப்படி தான் இருப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு இருக்குது. ஃபாரின் கண்ட்ரீஸ்லலாம் எப்படி வேணால் இருப்பாங்க. பட் இந்தியன்ஸ்க்கு we have the one heritage is there. So that we have to preserve. Then we have to improve the natural environment. Many natural environment are there, lakes, ponds, rivers, then forests, many natural vegetation, soil, understand, deserts, எல்லாத்தையும் we have to improve that. We should not destroy it. We should not, அதனால தான் deforestation we should not do. We have to do afforestation. Understand? We should do improve the natural environment, and we have to develop the humanism. Understand? அன்பு செலுத்தணும், humanism. Then we have to safeguard the public property. We should not destroy it. Okay, and the last one, we have to strive all the spheres. We have to develop our knowledge. Science and technology la nalla nama develop பண்ணணும். Then last one, lastly it included from 6 to 14 years we have to give education to all the children. Understand? So these are all the fundamental duties of our country.